0.3 second. Hey, got a rehearsal, Budbones? Have a good rehearsal, dude. I appreciate you chilling, man. Can I turn the music down? I can a little bit, yeah. Sorry if it was too loud. That's pretty much, so the volume on the thing on my screen looks like it's turned off now. It's probably less than 1%, if there even was such a thing, but hopefully that's not too loud. What just happened? So that's like the case of like where you have inhuman iframes, so even though you dodge the attack, which would have been appropriate for any other game that they've made, it wouldn't work in this one because you didn't level ADP enough. So you'd have to be like super specific on that, but it was off by like a measurement of time that I can't really comprehend or like, you know, produce just by looking at it. It would just be like kind of unlucky, right? Once we get up to like 0.4 seconds, then it's like more manageable, but 0.3 seconds is very hard to time certain attacks. Bonfire aesthetic, yes, let's go. Wasn't too loud. Okay, I'll turn it back up again then after that. Oh, backwards long jump? Well, that's one thing that apparently was changed, but there's also like the camera is inverted too, right? So don't know if you can change that. Maybe there'll be like some sort of thing where you can mod it, I don't know. More than your PC upgrade after 8 years. The iframes in DS2 are nasty. They're very bad in the beginning, for sure. It's too low now. Okay, I'm gonna fix it once we get to the next spot where I can do that. Cause we gotta be really quick now. Since that was supposed to be the last run, there's not gonna be that mistake. I screwed up the Pursuer Ballista though, like I was saying earlier. Apparently I'm a scrub. People are talking about not being able to do it consistently. Look, I can't even do it. Haven't been following this run too well, Kemeister. What's the first I've gotten without getting hit? Velsta, yeah. Volume's good for now. Balance with the voice in the game. It probably depends on what setup you're listening to it on. So I think we have to base it off majority people, because some people are going to have it out of whack anyways, just because their output settings. But for me, I mean, I could tell how it was it could have been probably a little quieter, but like I said, it's such a fine adjustment. I can't actually measure it that well. I have to just keep sliding it very slightly, like pixels, to even change it, because the volume slider on this music service is ridiculous. Like you put it to 10% and it's like Spotify full volume or something like that. It's very loud, so gonna have to. I'll change that once we get out of this area. Current playthrough has close to, is that 300 deaths? I didn't see the number on that. How far have you made it? If you don't get hit this run, you'll sub Lemon. Oh god. We gotta do it now. I gotta do it, man. What service is it? It's Epidemic Sound. That's what it's called. And I guess in saying that, maybe they meant that the volume is so loud, or the sound is so loud that it's an epidemic. It's a problematic amount of volume on the slider. Did I pick up the merchant armor? I should have. Oh, maybe I didn't. Damn. That's a yikes. Have I done this attempt before? I've attempted this run before, yeah. Haven't completed it, but we've attempted it. I ruined the merchant for nothing. I didn't hit a bonfire or anything, so it should still be there, but that's pretty bad. It'd probably be more beneficial to homeward bone back than travel to hides at this point. Probably would have been faster, but don't want to waste the homeward bone though. All right, this run's gonna be like super focused though, because I can't, if I'm slipping up on these things in Pursuer Ballista, can't be reading chat as much, so I'm gonna miss some things, guys. Once we get super serious, we gotta continue. Recommend you some good headphones for music. Oh, I'm not really a headphone person, man, so I can't, unfortunately. I use really cheap headphones. But someone in chat might be able to. I'm not really the person for that, though. I could tell you, like, for record, like, input, but for output stuff, I don't really invest a lot of money on headphones, man. I have a pair of headphones right now. They're probably like $40. And they've lasted me 3.5 years or 4 years now, almost. One side is slightly broken, but it's still, like, doable, because I don't really care about volume being super loud. And then the other pair of headphones I have is $80. And that's the fanciest I've gone in my life, so I wouldn't I wouldn't say that I can advise you for that price range, according to my experience. I just know of companies that make good audio equipment. I just can't tell you exactly what models or what sounds the best. I think a lot of people like Bose, Sennheiser, JVL, Sony, the high-end Sony, and I guess what else is there? I think those are the bigger ones. Might be some other stuff I'm missing. Probably some like really like fancy, like weird companies that are special or whatever. Audio-Technica, like there is a higher end for Audio-Technica, but like the ones I have that are like $80 are they're fairly decent, but I mean I'm sure you could get better. Viva, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back.
Let strength be granted, so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
GL with the no-hit run Squilla.
Tuna, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Beats are overrated. Beats headphones. Do fog gates lead to bosses in Dark Souls? All of them? I think mostly all of them do, yeah. Like, I think there's sometimes PvP fog gates you can't enter, which just gate off areas, but other than that, yes, I would imagine. Yeah, we have to go over here first. Am I just practicing LaGuardia? This is an actual attempt. My PB is 1, so we're trying to get the run there. Also, Excellion, thank you for continuing your gift sub from Unicorns. I appreciate it. Issue with Beats is that you pay for the name as well. I guess there's that, yeah. Which boss gave me the most trouble on first DS game? False King on Demon Souls is probably the hardest. The first playthrough of that. What about you?
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Don't want to alarm you, but you seem to be listening to jazz. Yes, and we were supposed to turn it up, man. Jeez. King Carlton, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that, man. Also, welcome. Now, are you Carlton from Fresh Prince or different Carlton? Because I feel like either is okay. But I would need to know if you're Carlton from Fresh Prince, because that's really cool as well. Cinder kicks your ass. Cinder is built for kicking glutes, man. That's why he has the kick animation.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Oh, I can't even get up there. See, like, you have, like, one chance to screw that up. You have to be very fast, though. Linzith, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Hope you also enjoy your motes. Welcome. Welcome to the, dude in loincloth throws skulls at wall while forest dwellers wake up from a slumber that has been 200 years long, only to attack the wall not knowing why. While adventurer escapes laughing, saying, ha, alluring skulls. And then dude attacks wall again, and he maneuvers all the boxes and breaks them as well. Sounds like I'm having a great birthday. Well, I mean, if it was my birthday today, it would be a pretty decent one, I guess. Can't say streaming on my birthday would ever be a bad thing. I've always enjoyed it, but sometimes I've just needed to take time off for it for other things, so that's why I guess there has been quite a few streams on my birthday, and they've been good. But you guys wouldn't have known though, so got to be better at guessing. Ready for PS5 Demon Souls? Am I ready for it? I'm not like impatient about it. I thought it was coming out next year, so I still think it's weird that it's coming out very soon, and it's probably going to be here and I'm going to forget again, like right when it comes out. But definitely excited for it. Just I can't say I'm like anxiously excited about it, because I would still be okay if they delayed it till next year. That would give me more time to do some other stuff. But since we don't have that other time, now we're going to have to be kind of balancing that into everything that we're doing, because I mean, the most ideal world that we could live in is that I could complete things, and then things would release exactly when I'm done other things and ready to play them, rather than having to force them into like other stuff I'm doing because the timelines are overlapping. And or a world where I don't actually have multiple things that I want to do and just one thing with runs. That'd be really cool. I'm gonna play the Spider-Man game, the new one. I don't really know about that. We'll see. I might. But I'm not really planning on getting it right away when it comes out, though, so I'll probably check it out a little bit first. I do like the movie it's based off of. It's a very good take on like an alternate Spider-Man. Elden Ring? Elden Ring I'm definitely looking forward to as well, but that's not going to come out for a while, so... That I'm glad is not coming out for a while, because I don't know if I could handle that and Demon Souls like together at the same time. It's a little bit crazy. So I mean, like, at least they can like feed us stuff slowly. Have they done any announcements for Elden Ring? There's the debut for it. So we know it exists, but there's no gameplay trailer. So that would be the next thing that they would probably do, and then probably some sort of release date included in that. But there is a placeholder pre-order thing for like 2020 December, apparently, for some places. I don't know if that's actually going to hold up or whatever. I'm not sure how many more game shows there are before the end of the year either, to be able to tell if we're going to get it then. Or not. Oh, golf swing. Oh, I didn't want a guard break there. That was weird. This might knock him off. And it did. Gonna take forever because George R. R. Martin is slow. Well, you know what, man? If I was George R. R. Martin, I was writing books and people were mad, I'd be even slower. I would actually not even release them at that point. In fact, I would use more pages than necessary. Obviously, biodegradable, environmentally friendly paper or something like that. But I would definitely make it like 1 word per page, just so it's even more painful to read. Because the dude's created stuff that is fantastic, in my opinion. People watch the shit out of it. It was like an addiction, and then they complain. So I mean, no one's ever going to be happy. If that's the way you're thinking, at least. I mean, I'm sure some people still like obviously love his books and like GOT, but I don't know, man. They didn't have to do that. So it's something. They didn't complain because of him, though. A lot of the complaints in chat are directly towards him. I think 99% of every complaint I've seen in this stream since like way back for years has been just about him. I mean, there's been some people that are nice, but a lot of people are very like, oh, he, you know, ruined it or whatever, or he's never going to release this book or this or that, whatever. It's like, were you ever promised like GOT in the first place? Did you ever know in this reality there would be such a thing, or there would even be a first book? Like, can we appreciate that? I don't know. I'm not even a fan of it. Like, that's the thing. I'm just like, I know it's cool. I've seen the second last episode, and I would have definitely been into it if I had watched it in time when it came out. I just don't want to play catch up, so that's how I would see it, I guess. GOT was the showrunners. HBO ruined it. That makes more sense. And there has been some comments to that too, for sure. There's just been a lot about directly to George. Have I seen Mortal Shell links? I have a playthrough of it on YouTube if you want to see it. For the early access and then like the full game. And then I did a shellless run on it as well. But I didn't put that on YouTube. Because it was a little janky, a little iffy. Yeah, it should be on there. You just have to scroll through some stuff. It might be on the variety playlist. I'm not sure if I put it in there though, because it's not like really a. It's pretty similar to. It's inspired by this series, so I mean, I don't know if it would be categorized as straight variety, but I guess it could be. Just can't remember if I put it in that playlist or not. Us simpletons get mad at genius men not giving us what we don't deserve. Yeah, George is, he probably knows. He's probably like, let's go look at social media, and then he'll turn it on. He'll be like, oh, complaints again. And he's like, oh, what should I do today? He's like, should I continue the book? And then he just looks outside, and he's like, no, I'm gonna go for a nice stroll through the park. No need to write another page today. It's okay, they can wait. It's definitely a George thing. I don't know, he might be doing a lot of stuff too. I don't know, he's older too. I mean, like, the guy probably doesn't even need to write anymore. He could probably retire if he wants to. But he's doing it still. There's 13 seasons. It's one of the longest running live action shows I've heard of in my life, personally. But I also don't watch a crazy amount of those, so maybe it's very low on the list of that, and I'm uneducated, but I feel like it's definitely a lot of content that you get. Like a large volume of episodes, a lot of books. Only 8 seasons. What? Only 8. That sucks.
Let strength be granted.
I mean, you only can watch like 8 different iterations of it with episodes that are longer than what, like half an hour? Like probably like an hour-long episode. Or are they 30 minutes? I'm pretty sure they were like an hour, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I know the second last one that I watched was over an hour, so it was like a movie pretty much.
So the world might be mended.
We back baby you.
Bueller's, thank you very much for the 5 months. Welcome back, dude. Smitty, thank you again for the 2 months. And the carrot nose smiley. I like, dude, we got to bring back carrot nose smiley. Please. Reminds me of a snowman with no head. Just the face. It's like Jack Frost without a body. GRM made a post about one of his close friends dying, and people still commented, "Finish the book." That's a yikes, man. Big yikes. I guess that's point proven there. I think that, like, even though, I mean, I'm sure that, again, the series is very good, that makes me even more happy to not have been in the midst of all that.
So the world might be mended.
Carrot No Smiley is pogged. It's forever in the Hall of Fame for the most surprising choice of smiley you could use. On a moment's notice. It's like, so, what's up? Nothing, Carrot No Smiley. Oh, what? I haven't seen that forever. That's a symbol still? Wait a second. Are you a mathematician? Does 0 damage include fall damage? It includes every type of damage, yeah. So I can't have a reduction of health from anything. Also, Bueller's, thank you for gifting up to no good a sub as well. I appreciate it. Up. If you're not thanking Bueller's, I'm going to make you watch Ferris Bueller on repeat until you thank him. And it'll go on forever, so you better watch it. Does this run include mental damage? Ascot's Darla, dude. I don't know. For me, so far I'm okay, but he might have taken a bit of that. I mean, if you go and watch even just the outtakes from the run, he sounds like he's having a heart attack every single moment, so I think that it might have been a bit of that. And that's why he probably started playing DBD. He's like, I need another game that's less emotionally draining. And then he realized that DBD is also the exact same nightmare, but just a different package. And then he's like, you know, I am going to be good at DBD so I can make other people cry. And then he became the most infamous DS2 no-hitting DBD god that also makes PUBG content and is very awesome as a person. Okay, 81 of the arrows, 3 of these, reinforce. +6, +4. Nice. And we're leaving. It's most likely to end a run, Harvest Valley, Earthern Peak. It's not part of the run, so it'd probably be, I'd say at this point, the mid-game or maybe Thronies. Possible to do a no damage run for Demon Souls and DS with the swamps. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I did no damage on DS1. Demons will be coming up in the future, but it's gonna wait till the new one for that. $27. Oh, I didn't pop the soul, did I? It's so dumb that it gives you the discard option before you can even do anything. Why does it give you that, but it doesn't give you the use option so you can buffer it? Like, that's just making you try to... it's making it easier to discard things that you don't want to lose. Like, what is happening here? That's frightening, man. Some guy in the development probably was mentioning that, and then like the person that made that feature was like, exactly, it's supposed to be bad. I want them to lose the souls. It's like, but why? Because it's funny. Is there even a discard option? I think discard's a good option, but mainly so you don't drop stuff and then it's not able to be picked up in the world that you're in, or it doesn't show up, right? So you don't accidentally pick it back up, no one else picks it up that then invades you, whatever. There could be some items where you already have that item, or you have like multiple duplicates and you want to just completely get rid of it, so that makes sense. Repeat Freya 4 times on this one? I do, yes. Jeff, thanks for the good luck, man. Have a good dinner, by the way. Also, Frank, I will see you later, too. I'm going to take all the luck from Jeff and Frank, and I'm going to make Jank, which is a new persona that is a combination of Frank and Jeff. And then whenever we need to call upon Jank, we will summon the Jank Master, and it will destroy everything. Oh man, Distortion has so many good new emotes now. That one, the pat on the head thing, that's hilarious. Do you know who did that for him? Like who the artist was? That's really, really good. Actually reads really well too. Although I will say I'm more of a fan of the dead one when it has the red instead of the black. But I guess I understand the whole color thing relating to like not wanting to be related to the other ones. Okay, I was a little slow on this one. Tiny bit. So Chan, this is a different run. You're thinking of a hitless run, but if you type in !Freya in chat, it'll explain to you. What happened to the last one, Glassrook? Got hit in Shrine of Amana by a caster. A casual magic user. Scummy. That was some kind of secret. It distracts the enemies when you do that, yeah. Definitely not a secret. Or maybe it was a secret to you. We can pretend it's super special though. Next time I do it, I'll actually be super surprised that it works. Be like, oh, whoa, oh my god. The tree is making sound. What do we do? Guys, is that an enemy? Should I run? The enemies are hitting the tree, creating a loop. I can run through safely. No fall damage allowed? Nope, no damage. It's no reduction to the health bar. It's the only rule. Which harder is no damage than no hit on this game? I'd say it's 1.5 times harder. Mainly just the 20% damage reduction, and then different routing for the mid game. Also, no access to Flynn's Ring because of that too, so that's actually another chunk of damage you could lose if you're used to using that. But I don't use it, so it's not. Only the 20% applies to me. But you could say it's like even less damage potential because of Flynn's. Unless you did Rotten on it. But then you'd have to use magic or get the Gilligan ladder and then do extra content. Oh, that's an early burrow right there. Sean Wells, thank you very much for the brand new sub. I hope you enjoy your emotes, man. Welcome. Whoa. I'm gonna go back to this side, actually. I missed it on so much damage. Run, run, run. That's good. Why no Flynn's Ring? Not really necessary, man. Too much effort to not facilitate enough reason for me, personally. I think if I was doing all bosses, I would get Flynn's Ring, though. Technically, the area, if we're talking about just accessibility, it's not actually available to us. We'd have to go through the gutter. So on this route, we don't actually go anywhere near that area to even access the DLC for the ring. But yeah, if we were doing like regular hit lists, you technically could get the Flint's ring pretty easily after Rotten. So all that effort just doesn't make as much sense on this. And then normally on hit lists, I'm already doing enough damage where spending the time in the DLC and then like a little bit of the risk is still not really worth it. I'd have to be doing like way more hours of gameplay or way more content. Since if you pay attention, like not much on this run has been a deficiency of damage that is the causation of a mistake or anything. It's usually just stupid stuff. Which is where you know you're actually needing to be at then, because then it's probably like the final chapters before you get it. It's not like major stuff that is redundantly problematic. That lizard's annoying. Okay, we're gonna have to go back for that one. Or we could choose to if we want to. We don't have to, but could be good. It's possible to do no damage Bloodborne? Yes. I was trying to figure it out before, and I routed it, but then I put it down, and then Marcus picked it up and then did it himself. So I did figure out how to do it, and then I didn't complete it, but I proved it was possible. And then he basically just did the run. I don't think he has a YouTube though, so you'd have to go to his. It's Marcus MCV. He did it on his Twitch. Watch many hours of your YouTube, finally getting to catch the stream for the first time. Get the dub, son. My son's only allowed to get W's. That's it. No more losing. Sean Moss is like, you better be good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I like the attitude. Oh, peasant pants too. And flame butterfly. But I don't have a torch. What the hell? Come on, man. What's the true or false point shop? Oh, true or false is basically like, I'll give you two different things and you can guess if it's true or false for redemption of channel points. There's not a crazy amount of hype to it. It's mainly boring now because I've done them for so long that I realized that like in the beginning, I didn't really like channel points. I just kind of did it to fit in, or to not even fit in, but just give people something because people were asking why there was nothing originally. And I just keep forgetting to turn them off, to be honest. Like, they really don't serve a purpose for me. The main reason Twitch made them is to increase chat interaction, actually. So it doesn't really help channels that already have good chat interaction as much as just gives it an extra feature, and then it helps the smaller streams a lot more. So that's what their reasoning for it was.
So the world might be mended.
Okay, so no bright bug on this, but just a buff this time.
Squill smug.
Jiggyfly, thank you very much for the 26 months. Welcome back, man. Also, Frostblade, this is the run, true or false? Actually, wait, this is the attempt on Magus and Congregation. The good one. What do you think? How did that not kill right there? That's weird. That is very unacceptable. Especially with that, too. What? Excuse me. Okay, counter on that. Nice. He healed. No good healer. He's a PvP scum right now. There we go. Nice aim, dude. Jeez. This boss is much more exciting when you can get hit by it. I would say the opposite for me personally, but I think it's probably would be even cooler with like other stuff that you could use, like different builds. Like Soul Appease would be hilarious on that. You just wipe everybody out. G-Storm, it's going pretty good so far. How are you, man? Trying to think of another thing we could do here. If we had the club before this part, we actually could get that lizard and then do the chunk on that ledge for an early upgrade potentially. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go get the cat ring and the stone ring. What does PB1 stand for? I have one mistake on this one. That's my personal best. DS3 DLC before Abyss Watchers is fun to do. Yeah, that actually is true. Early DLC is pretty fun. Yeah, I wish it could be more viable for a lot of runs, but yeah, it's I think you can get +7 before them, can't you? Something like that. There's more large shards there. And then some chunks as well. Okay, 2480p and then closer to 40 dex. Yuzu, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Died to that boss one time. You could not hit the crawling guys. Ooh, you know what, actually? The crawling ones are pretty scary because, like, they don't really do much most of the time, but then once they do hit you, they can do some pretty decent damage. They're not... It makes them seem not that important, but they are. 100%. Woohoo! Fun. Fun, fun. BRB showering. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes. Solid name as well. Okay. Trying to keep this run like super consistent with everything. We're not gonna pause between anything that we need to do for the setup. We're just going for it. Do you have my permission to leave and play a game? Oh yeah, you can leave if you want to. Go for it. I would only say be in the stream and like pay attention if like you have the time or you make the time for it. Let's say you have the time, you still can choose to make the time to do it. You could make time to do whatever you want if you have the time, but I wouldn't want you to be here if you feel like you need to be supporting the stream, or if you don't, that it's like you're doing something wrong or whatever. That's definitely not the truth. Or some people think that like they can apologize for not being here or whatever, or they need to or whatever. You definitely don't. Thank you for the good luck, man. Also, Blaskowitz, I'm doing pretty good. How are you, man? I like how we have this. Where do we even get a small and silky smooth stone, whatever it is? Where do you get that? Lachlan, thanks for the good luck, man. Pretty sure he was joking. Well, I mean, on a serious note, though, even if like you aren't joking, because there's people that'll be like, oh, I'm sorry I haven't been here, or I'm sorry I gotta go, or it's like, oh, I feel bad because I didn't watch. It's like, dude, that's you don't have to apologize. I very much so am appreciative if you are here when you can be, but you can also still have time to and choose not to. That's not like a crime. classic Dark Souls community, Fabio. When you say classic Souls community, like how long have you watched Twitch for? Do you mean like people that were doing speedruns and stuff, or? Because I wasn't really a part of the speedrun community. I didn't really know many of those people. I kind of just knew the PvP people. And that was definitely a different, that's a sub-community of the general community, so it's technically still not the same major group. They're kind of subdivided. And same thing is now, like the PvP community is still divided from the PvE community for sure. Some overlap, like Fighter PL, for example, like he'll host me, I'll host him when I can. He's awesome, but again, people that watch him won't necessarily all carry over to here. He's like a weird gap bridge because he does YouTube, so it's like he pulls from an audience that might watch multiple different types of content on the YouTube, whereas if it's just on here, there can be some divide for types of content within the same games. I'm sure it's the same thing for like a lot of communities. I think Prod was like another example, but he wasn't like a crazy like god tier PvPer. But then you go to the god tier PvPers and they probably won't be hanging out here as much, unless I've somehow like won them over for whatever other reason. I don't know how. An example would be I lost quite a bit of audience when I stopped doing PvP. Like a lot of those people didn't come back, and that's fine. Fighter PL is cool. He's very, very nice, man. You should definitely watch Fighter PL. And he does some very good invasions too. Like I'm much worse at PvP than he is, so that's where to go if you want to see some entertaining PvP. And then yes, there are people that are probably more like technically skilled, but he's a good content creator overall. Wait, did the bell not even ring? Apparently not. I'm really glad I checked that. Okay. 1,000 for Mundane Stone? Yes. I like it. This is good. I guess for Flexile Sentry, I'm going to use the armor set this time. Just keep it on. PvP of what? Oh, I was talking about Souls PvP. I'm saying like the communities are subdivided to a degree, but then there's some people that kind of bridge the gap once in a while. And Fighter PL would be a good example, for example. Like some of his community still kind of trickles into here and vice versa, like some of you guys watch him. But then there could be someone that's like super hardcore on PvP and is like top tier, and then that community wouldn't care as much because they only want to watch PvP, and that makes sense. Maxim, how are you doing, man? It's going pretty good. How are you? Also, Digested, how are you doing, man? What's up? I haven't seen you for a while. How long has it been since... Wait, have you just been lurking for a long time or something? I haven't seen you in chat for a while. Speaking of PvP. Can't stand Dark Souls PvP, it's so laggy. It can be pretty bad. When it works, though, it's fun in a lot of cases. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what PvP is like on Demon Souls. Janaf, I appreciate what you just said, but when you said epic, for some reason, every single time I see epic now, I just hear Davey's voice. Epic. Oh man, it's amazing. You hate typing on touch screens? Oh, touch screens are terrible. Thank you though, I appreciate it. That's fine. Epic. I can't do the accent. Started learning Aaron Marshall's solo on Sweet Tea by Polyphia, and Your Fingers Will Never Forgive You, Warlocks, you know? Oh man. That's awesome, dude. If you ever get like a recording of it or a video, let me know. I wanna watch that. It's a good song. Aaron Marshall actually is Canadian. I want to actually meet him someday. I don't know if I would from one of his shows. If he ever does like lessons or whatever, I want to go like find out when he's doing those or if he's touring around here. Because he's pretty cool. Definitely enjoyed his stuff for a long time. Opinions on the Smith in this game? Oh, Blacksmith? Blacksmith in this game's kind of boring, to be honest. His daughter is cool. She sells a lot of really good items, probably some of the best items in the game. And definitely doesn't even look like she fits in the game, and is probably a meme, but the Blacksmith itself, he's not Andre. No one can beat Andre. Andre is love and life. Andre is everything. And then Macduff actually calls you an imbecile, and you're trying to help him. So I mean, you literally help him, and you give him the ember, and he's like calling you names. So I mean, I don't know what to say about that. That's kind of mean. So I don't know. It's like, give me the ember, you imbecile. Don't want the work to be squandered. The Giant Smith? Is there a Giant Smith in this game? Can't remember that. Giant Smith. Opinion on the best Souls NPC, the Rat King. Rat King actually is hilarious, man. I forgot about that. I saw Gino's run when we hosted him that one day, and he went to Rat King, and I forgot that guy existed, but he is pretty cool. And then the Mohawk Rat in the Vanguard fight is funny too. Because if I ever had a rat, it would have to have a Mohawk. That's just a requirement. So that would be the one. Drop kicking Taurus Demon. Andre's in chat. There you go. I'm better. I am Andre. All right, we need to go to Freja, which before I do that, should I go back and get that lizard? I think I'm gonna check and see if I can get the lizard after, if we even need it or not. Marvelous Chester. Chester's a good NPC as well. I forgot about him. Bloodborne spoilers. Why do I keep taking the armor off? Yeah, it's for the further roll. Sometimes I'll kill enemies though that I really don't need the farther roll on, and they're basic enemies, so switching on the armor after killing them wouldn't make any sense. Like, it wouldn't be quick enough, like a boss fight, so I'll keep it on just to increase the soul intake. You resubbed up tier? Oh wait, you have to refresh to announce it. That's probably what you gotta do. You didn't do that already. Thank you so much, man, for the resub either way. I'm gonna thank you a second time when I see the thing show up, but thank you, dude. Wheel and deal. Gavlan is the best wheel and dealer I've seen. And he has some good items too. When am I planning on playing Hollow Knight again? Saturday, Sunday, we'll do some Hollow Knight. And I'm gonna see if we can finish it up. I'm gonna allow spoilers too, so you guys can tell me where to go, because I think a lot of the time we're wasting is just because of you know, misdirection. Or I opened up so much of the map but didn't find a lot of bosses, so we're just gonna do like a cleanup of everything we missed. You guys can give me some light direction if you want. We'll make it fun. Because really, that was a game. When I think about it, I should have done that from the beginning, or at least like in every scenario where it made sense. because I wasn't even gonna play it in the first place. I was really excited for the second one, but now that I played the first one, the second one is gonna be more appealing, so I might as well make it more fun and less just like, oh, let's not go in circles, right? And then for the second one, there'll be no spoilers. I'll be very,
Love the
very
content,
adamant on that.
Squills. Thanks for all the great stuff and hope you and the rest of chat are doing well.
Up there, thank you for the 4 months, man. Welcome back. If you're enjoying it, you prefer no spoilers. I am, but it's like, it's not as entertaining to like, for me to go in circles on a game like that when it's been out for so long. I think on release, I mean, maybe not a big deal. People won't be watching as much because of spoilers for them, anyways. And by the time I upload to YouTube, maybe it'll be impressive that I finished it because other people will be working. I don't know. I personally don't think that that adds to anything, though. It makes it a little bit more frustrating overall. And I personally don't care, but it's hard to actually remember what has been done in the game unless we're playing it every single day in a row. Like, if I take a break from it, I can't remember half the stuff we did before because we've done so much stuff that isn't actually anything. It's just going in circles, right? So my most enjoyment with Hollow Knight's the boss fights. I like the areas too, but when it comes to going in circles, it's not really something we need to do for a game that's been out that long that I wasn't even going to play, right? I might as well let you guys backseat a bit. And for the most part, people already have so far, and I haven't even seen half of it, but I don't really mind. But when it comes to like the fights, yeah, no information on that. I'm fine with doing that myself. And it's mainly just for the principle of finishing up, so we can actually have it done before other stuff comes out. And I can start doing some other games too. But it'll still be enjoyable either way, so don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to do that to like rush it. I just simply don't want to spend more time going through the entire map that's already pretty much mostly opened, right? Like, that's very different than if I hadn't found the areas yet. But I opened up pretty much most of the stuff that exists and then didn't, and now I have to go back through all that stuff again because we didn't find enough boss fights. What other games do I want to do? It's a surprise. But it'll be cool though, for sure. I think for this month, a lot of them will be horror ones. So Silent Hill was one. It's definitely something. And then Amnesia 2 is coming out apparently, so I might try that in place of the first Amnesia, because I didn't think Amnesia wouldn't look that scary overall. And there's some other things I'm considering right now, but I'm not 100% sure on yet. All right, 30. Okay. I'm gonna do the endurance first on this. Favorite Resident Evil? RE3 was actually my favorite so far. It was a really cool one. A little bit shorter, but Nemesis is much cooler than Mr. X for me personally. I think it's just like a over-the-top ridiculous enemy, so makes it kind of fun. Okay, the bow's still +4. It's fine though. Because I think these will be a one-shot either way with the fire arrows, so it doesn't make a difference on this part. It's only the other stuff, like the wharf. Phasmophobia, look, it's a credible paranormal investigation game. Okay, I can consider it. I mean, like, between the other ones, I'm not sure if we'll have enough time, but I want to pick at least 2, though. That'd be cool. Because there's still other that'll be one of the more minor things we're doing. There's still gonna be major stuff that's not horror related too. But I will, if you want to send me a link to it, definitely suggest everything you can, and I'll look through all of it. Maybe it'll be something really cool. Because I haven't actually seen that yet, so I'd like to see it. I'm thinking, so far I'm thinking it's probably going to be the first Silent Hill and then Amnesia 2, as far as I know. Unless Outlast 3 actually does come out this month, but I think Red Barrel usually releases them in November. So I bet we'll have to wait till like close to the end of the year for that, if it even is coming out at this point. Amnesia Rebirth? Is that what the second one is called? Think I'm gonna get scared during Amnesia? Probably not. My enjoyment for horror is different than like I don't play horror games to be scared. I play horror games to enjoy them. Like I get excited from them. They're more. I'm like into like the creativity and like the atmosphere and like the way that developers create certain scenarios to induce that, rather than actually like playing them to just purely see how much I can tolerate. Like I'll probably get more into it than maybe like try to like flee from it, if that makes sense. I'm definitely not going to be like flailing around. But no, horror is just a really cool genre overall. What's my favorite horror game? Evil Within 2, probably. It's definitely a great one. That or Resi 3. Like Resi 3 was also solid, but that's more survival though. Evil Within 2 is more psychological as well. Then I guess for like pure like non-combat related stuff, like probably say like Outlast 1 DLC and Outlast 2 tie for me. Have I played Alien Isolation? I have. I wasn't a big fan of that one. It wasn't really that exciting to me. I streamed that a little bit and then I just stopped because I was like, eh. And my computer was having a little bit of a hard time running it too, but the thing with Alien that I think I got spoiled by other horror games where there's more variety, and the fact that there's only one alien, it's like not really much to look forward to other than the same thing. So it's like the only way they can create fear is by you actually anticipating where it's going to be more than actually focusing on the other stuff in the game and then getting caught up in it. Whereas for me, it's like I love to see like different things that I don't expect in a variety, and all these different designs and different areas, different themes going on. And a lot of those other games do that. But I did play it though. I might give it a chance again in the future. Zalen, the runs are going pretty good, man. How are you? What's up? Is the Duke of the Archives? Not quite. At least that I know of. I think it's a duke. Like, there's multiple dukes that exist, but I don't think that he's the Duke of the Archives. So this is the pet of the Duke, and then the Duke is the guy after the fight that's in the library. As far as I can remember. This is his lady. That wasn't turned into a spider by H.P. Lovecraftian alien magic, but actually just a spider already. Why do you do the boss 4 times? To farm for souls so we can open a door. That either requires the souls or having the item from each great boss or Lord's soul, whatever you want to call it. Kind of like the whole Lord Vessel thing, but they're called Great Souls, so it's kind of spin off of that. The Duke of Earl? The Duke of Earl Grey tea? Or what? Wait, what? I think it was Duke Nukem, actually, not... You guys are like thinking of something else. Alright, now we gotta get the bright bugs. And my lunch is actually here, because we did it properly. Although I probably can still get +7 on my weapon. So I will do that. Oh wait, and then bow upgrade too. Whispered the link to Plasmophobia to me. I appreciate it, Stash. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, if we're keeping a rotten count, we're going on the 3rd now. That's... Or not rot. I keep saying rot. It's like engraved into my brain, the rotten thing. Because like it's like I've never done Freya 4 times on any run except for this. What do you think of Bo Rat novelty? I heard that he has a new movie coming out. I haven't seen the trailer for it though. That guy's kind of funny, but I mean, I personally wouldn't say like the original movie was my favorite movie. I don't really have a problem with it, but it's not like I think my kind of comedy is a little different. But he's a funny dude though, especially in some other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. 183607. So we're gonna have to be a little careful with the endurance here. Sorry I'm talking to myself so much, guys. I'm just trying to figure out exactly like what I've done on this run. I'm trying to keep tabs on things, because if I don't say that, then I'm going to probably forget certain levels or certain things for each part. And right now we're disadvantaged by a little bit because the souls, because I could have leveled, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's not going to be a crazy difference. I just have to account for the fact that the endurance is a little bit different. And we'll be good. Isn't Borat kind of old now? You mean like the original movie? Or the actor? How long ago did I start playing Dark Souls? I played Demon Souls in 2011 before DS1 came out. Like right before, and then I pre-ordered DS1. You already have Nord, but if you didn't, you'd use my code, Zalen. I appreciate that, man. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to be mentioning that a few times. Probably a couple streams in a row because I missed out on. I was trying to do like 2 shoutouts weekly. Missed out on the last week, so we're gonna be talking more about that this weekend. But in the meantime, if you do want to use the service, there is the information there for you. It's quite a service. And the built-in Chrome extension is actually really easy. I had to try it myself. It's super fast. It's very handy. And as for the mobile stuff, I'm sure that's very smart too. So I guess you can kind of have it bundled where you get the account that you can use on everything. Random movie recommendation, Waltz with Bashir. Not sure what that is. Which Freya is this? This is the 3rd right now. Yeah, the Freya's like apparently a spider with stilts, man. Freya's a tall spider. Or at least can be. Has Freya poop? We've been talking about this. I don't actually know. I think there's like a thing on the bottom, like the belly maybe? Or maybe the back, I don't know. Okay. Now we get to double level. This is pretty exciting.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Lil Wayne SC. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I hope you enjoy your emotes, man. Welcome. Oh man, Emerald Herald, get off the rock. Not on duty on working hours. Come on. What's happening here? She's just like, I'm just taking a break. But you know what? No one else in Majula's even leveling up, so why? Why do you do this? Plot twist, the laser is the poop. That makes me feel really bad about this run now because I'm basically just inducing it. How do you get the Pale Drake Soul? It's when you use an ascetic on the bonfire to shift the area to New Game Plus, basically. So once you've beaten Freya on New Game and you go back again and you do it on the second playthrough, you can also get the same effect too. It's either or. You can use an ascetic or you can play the game twice. And then the Pale Drake Soul is used for a weapon that's pretty cool, I'm pretty sure. DS3 speedrun? Did I get the world record finally? Oh yeah, I wasn't really aiming for the record. I was trying to basically win the competition or at the very least get second place. At one point, then I kind of just accepted that I'd probably just get second place at the best, so went for that. Had some times that were actually almost close to first place that were better than second place, and then I couldn't quite clutch them out, so settled for third, and then it was over. So it's mainly for a competition. There's no actual leaderboard for that run. But I won third place, though. It was pretty cool. It was very awesome to be a part of that, because that was something that was supposed to be around probably a year or two ago, but we couldn't actually get it to be a real category, so I guess, you know, shout out to Sardosh for putting a prize pool together that was pretty crazy and getting a sponsor for it and everything. It was really awesome. But yeah, I'm done with the speedruns on that right now. Hope you guys enjoyed them when they were there. There's quite a few things we learned that were cool.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Yeah.
Tomo, thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the congrats, by the way, man. I know it's not really that exciting because I already had third place secured without even having to try that much, but it's still really cool that we... I mean, I'm very proud of myself that I actually almost did beat the record. Like, I got very close to the record myself. And that two-hand thing right there that I just did literally saved the run. That's amazing. That was frames away. Glad that I learned that earlier, too. Lobos, thank you very much for the raid, man. I appreciate it. How was your stream? I saw you were doing the sound effects recording. Was that for one of the mods for Souls? Also, if you guys... Oh, he's playing Genshin. How is Genshin Impact as well? We were talking about that. I'm probably not going to be able to reach out too much right now on this because we're at a pretty serious part of the run. And it's only going to get scarier, but I really appreciate the host. If you guys don't know Lobos, he's inspiring to probably a lot of people. Definitely was like one of the first content creators I ever even saw. I mean, I watched his YouTube before I even knew what Twitch was, and I still didn't even know that he was actually a streamer because I didn't understand the concept of the platform, so I just thought he was talking to himself on YouTube, but awesome dude. Definitely worth watching. He does a variety of content, and he does Soul stuff as well. Alright. Let's see. That spider is kind of scary. Genshin's insane. You play 30 hours? Oh man, that's a lot. I thought you started it today because someone was saying that you're trying it out, but maybe you were continuing a playthrough. I was gonna say if you could somehow do 30 hours in like the last couple days or whatever, it must be a good game. Lobos is a time wizard. He makes more hours than there is. Sunday night. Okay, I see. I still haven't actually seen the game, but people told me it's like Breath of the Wild with like anime aesthetic. But yeah, anyone that came from Lobos' stream, welcome. We're trying to do a 0 damage run on this. Popularly confused with hitless runs, which is a run where you don't get attacked or staggered by an enemy. This is no damage from any source, and no items that require you to have less health to gain more attack or anything like that. And there's also no magic used on this, and it's done fairly quick as well. There's only one other person that did this run with a magic build, and this run's like the quick version of that with no magic. Oh, this is a little scary. Okay, he's doing the lunge. And our PB is 1 right now. We had one mistake in the crypt from me thinking it was an SL1 run and using my fist to punch the tombstone because I thought I couldn't one-hand my weapon and that I had the mace, but little did I know that I could have used the rapier because I was running SL1 most recently when I had played this the last time, and I guess that was still engraved in my mind, so it's a really funny way to lose the run. Yeah, Ottstarva was the first person to do this one originally. Magic build must have been Backflippius. I don't think Backflippius did damageless on this. He probably did hitless though. I think he's going for like hitless trilogy with magic right now. Great job. Have a good run. See you guys around. Thank you so much, man, for the raid. I hope you have a good evening. I guess I would imagine you're probably gotta eat food because you've been playing so much Genshin Impact that you're turning into an anime character. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid again. I appreciate it. Gotta eat. Oh, he's gonna be playing more. He definitely is a character secretly in the game. All right, we're gonna go for 32 ADP. I'm gonna save the rest of the souls. We have one bright bug left this time. And then for the first thing we should do is go get arrows, because I always forget that. Then we should farm to get into the Shrine of Winter, because we have to kind of bridge a gap of a certain amount of souls. It's about 15 to 20,000 or so we need. So we need to kill this one enemy that drops quite a bit, probably like a bit over 10 times. Let's see if I can reinforce anything. I can't. All right. Oh, and then wait, before we do anything else, also get the Titanite chunk over here as well. Anime Lobos. Anime Lobos would probably be just as cool as regular one. I would actually argue that. Although that means he would be like a Code Vein challenge runner though, because Anime Dark Souls is basically Code Vein. So that means Code Vein would have been released a long time ago, and that means that time is just a social construct, and we're in a paradox of some sort. And I also don't have the item we need to kill this lizard, but I'm gonna try to anyways. I'm gonna see if it works. Okay, never mind. Goodbye, lizard. I'll still grab this, though. Yeah, so I need the club to kill that lizard. How much harder would this run be if there was no soul memory skip? It'd be considerably different. You'd have to do a lot more content for sure. It's not a skip though, that's the thing. It's a feature of the game, so I mean, Not to like confuse anybody to make it seem like I'm actually using a speedrun strat that is like found by a player or something. It's actually something that they designed, but it was more so for people that were having trouble getting through the game, so that they'd still be able to progress. But I guess you might know that though. All right. The club. There we go. I bet you if I had leveled my stats a bit more, I probably could have got this lizard. What's going on, Showcase? How are you doing? Time is relative, and you are getting relatively tired. A time loop of me running DS2, but maybe DS2 the entire time was somebody running it, but never to complete it, therefore never having the fire link, therefore never being an end to the series. Hashtag body video. And Vadi is just the narrator of life in that reality. Which makes him Morgan Freeman, technically, but Australian. I know, it's like so many correlations we're drawing at once. It's hard to process. You need to have 200 IQ to join in this discussion, but it's fine. We're going to be making a product that allows you to also reach 200 IQ. For the low price of your soul. No, actually not. That's not legal, so we can't do that. Body's Australian? I'm pretty sure he is. I don't think he's from New Zealand. I think he's from Australia. Favorite Nickelback song? Photograph, dude. Has to be Photograph. Because it's true, man. Every time you look at the pictures, it just makes you laugh. It's like it's so simple, but at the same time, so true. Like if I was a songwriter and a singer, I would write that song if it hadn't already been made. But they just beat me to it. Favorite Creed song? I actually can't really remember too many. I remember the sound of the guy's voice and like the memes, but I can't even tell you. I didn't really listen to a lot of Creed, to be honest. I just heard it on the radio here and there. But from what I remember, most of the songs had a very similar sound to it, like very, very similar. As most music, but I guess like to the point where it was like, I don't know. I have no idea. Favorite System of a Down song? Probably Toxicity. That's a good song. I like the intro melody, and the drums are very, very crispy on that. Ocarina of Time song? Song of Storms. Has to be. And I didn't even beat that game as a child. That was way too hard. I feel like everybody that did definitely had an older brother or sister that played for them, or their parents bought them magazines to cheat or something. Because if you were like 7 or 8 years old and you beat that by yourself, and you were allowed to only play for like, you know, an hour or two on the weekend or something, you actually didn't have like all the time to play, that would be hyper impressive. Like I would actually condone you to go get tested for 200 IQ. Seriously, like that's wild. Favorite song? I think the Campfire song is my favorite song. Like the CAMPFIRESONG song. Favorite wood? I'm gonna pick the unpopular opinion and go with Purple Heart. Also, that guy just like literally rotated. That was amazing. Maybe Wenge. Wenge is pretty cool too. All right, we got 1 million. Let's go to the shrine. I guess for the bright bugs, they're not going to replenish. I could level. I need to buy arrows too, though. Okay, I'm going to save the souls for when we upgrade the weapon. We got to go to Vengarl as well quickly. Favorite salad dressing? Oh man, I don't know. Depends on the salad, right? Favorite pickle? I'm not a fan of pickles overall. I had a baby dildo, and it was very different than other, I guess, whatever they would put on food. at like a lot of places that I tried, because that's kind of how I started not liking pickles. I had it by accident on something that I didn't want it on, and it was kind of gross. So, Motion, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. I bet you if I had them now, I'd actually like them, dude, because like it's been a long time. As long as it wasn't like put on an item, like if it was by itself, then maybe, but in combination, I'm not a fan. Lemonheads, no, I said baby dill. Out of context, that's funny. Bob, thank you, man. All right, this isn't a hob stream. We can't say, dude, you cannot say that. All right, let's see. Guess we're going to Dragon Riders now. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'm back, sorry. Oh, okay, loving the jazz in the background. Yeah, this jazz music's insane. One day, the goal is to actually get to the point where we can play this at the same time as playing the game. That will be the stream to end all streams. But before that, I gotta get the buffs, though. So you gotta go to this bonfire. Favorite DS2 weapon? Nishandra's Scythe is really cool. It's a very good one. Oh wait, I bought the buffs right before we left, sorry. You found Minecraft Steve? Oh, is that Minecraft Steve? That's the character that's in Smash? Okay, so how do you use a Minecraft character in Smash? Like, what is the moveset? How does that even make sense? Play Dark Souls on a Guitar Hero guitar? So that's been done a lot, dude. Like, that's actually been overdone, so I'm gonna go a step beyond that. But you'll have to wait and see. Rock Band drum set, that's already been done a lot too. All those like standard controller or extra peripheral things like for the music games been done a lot. Favorite lethal disease? Playing this run is my favorite lethal disease. Getting hit by the caster in Shrine of Mana is my number one. That's actually the best thing I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I want to actually get a picture of it and put it on the wall just to remind me of how awesome it is to play this. And I can smile every single time I look at it, and then we can make our own memes out of it too. We should name that caster too. What would be the name for the one that killed the run? Using a home trainer? Oh, like the Wii Fit board thing or whatever? Like the pressure, I don't even know what that would even be called. Okay, Karen. Karen is the name of the of the cast. Karen the caster. The thing is though, like that Karen didn't call the manager. She was the manager, so it was like not even a chance that we had. Always like, I'm gonna pull out the longsword. Are bright bugs better than RTSR? They're the exact same thing, but in this run you would stack bright bugs with RTSR, so you're actually losing 20% damage when you could have 40% damage, combining them together. And then the bright bugs also increase defense too, which we can't really utilize, but it's something though. They're just limited. You get 9 in this playthrough. And there's probably, I think there was like, what, 19 fights or something? Or 18 fights if you include the repeats of Freya. And a lot of them are just used on Freya as well. Like at least 3 of the 4 minimum. Nice. You gonna play Battlefront, Zaylan? Dude, Battlefront's actually pretty cool. It kind of just sucks that they didn't make it like the original one. Like if you're not into Battlefield as much, that's a really cool thing to play. That's kind of like Battlefield, but not quite, like a reskin of it. I had some fun on the what's it called, it was like a beta test for the first one when it came out. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the original, so it's very hard to compare to that. Add water before you eat cereal. Well, usually I'll just make the cereal soggy in the water. I'll soak it overnight, and then I'll add more water in the morning to make it more of like like it floats around like a soup, but then it already has soggy pieces in it. It's my favorite. You have so many channel points that you highlight all your messages. All your highlighted messages get flexed on. Cereal with water? Oh yeah. Actually, okay, fun fact, I had a friend in high school that actually did like cereal with water if there was no milk. He was okay with that. And there's even people I talked to where they're like, yeah, you could just put orange juice in the cereal. I was like, what?
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
10 months M8 feels like longer, but that's 2020.
Dad Joke Survivor, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back, man. 10 months feels like longer, but that's 2020. Very true, man. It definitely went fast, for sure. People just say that about everything, though. When has anything gone slow? Like, honestly. Other than farming Freya 4 times, like, even though technically even on this run that was fast, but did I finish Hollow Knight? Soldier, we're gonna be finishing it this weekend, hopefully. That's the goal. And if not, then we'll probably only need 1 more stream during the week to actually finish it completely, because I'm gonna be putting in 2 streams of it Saturday, Sunday. And I'm gonna let you guys backseat a little bit so I can get to the bosses faster, and then it'll be a matter of how hard are they, and then we'll see. but I'm hoping to finish it in the next few streams of it. I think the major point to make with that one is like, if we ever do something like that again with a game that's been released like a while ago that I already, you know, I was kind of hesitant to play, but then I decided to, and it's very long. It's a very long game. I got to play it like way more consistently. I can't take breaks for as long. It's got to be like at least every other day or every half stream, because it's hard to remember what we've been doing in it. And then I played it a weird way where I opened up so many things, but didn't find enough things within that to progress. So it'd be different if I didn't have as many areas in the map. Nier Automata? No, I didn't play Nier. It's kind of depressing to me, like when I watched it, so it's like I don't really want to play a sad game. I'd rather play a cool game that might be kind of sad, but not the focus of it as much. Anyone completed DS2 on Donkey Kong bongos? I know that Bearsley did a bongo run on DS1. So I mean, technically, yes. Like one of them have been done like that, but he had to write his own code for it to make it work, because they wouldn't work normally. All right. Now we dip out and we upgrade a bit. Hollow Knight has a big map. I know there's going to be more areas I find, but I think I found majority of, like, I found more than half of them, definitely. At least for, like, non-DLC stuff or whatever, I've definitely found a lot. Because I could not imagine there being, like, more than twice as many as we have or something like that. That'd be wild. Bongo run with DK rap over everything. Wait, Donkey Kong raps? Since when? I didn't know that. Dude, the Sherpo's still +5? Really? What? Huh? How's that? Oh, probably because of missing the 2 large shards earlier. Okay, I'm gonna go buy them then from this guy. Dark Souls with steering wheel or power glove? Steering wheel, maybe. I do have that. Have I played Ori and the Blind Forest? I did play the first one. My computer couldn't handle it at a certain point though, so I had to stop playing at the time. But it was pretty damn cool though for the most part. DK Rap's a certified slapper. The DK Rap in Smash or 64. What? Star Citizen? I'm not a big fan of those kinds of games personally, but I've watched a bit of Star Citizen. Plans for the Rex? I was gonna probably do like a Cobb stage one. I gotta trade my OFT for the Cobb if someone wants to do that. They're around the same price, but so it should be like a free not free, but I can't use the bonfire because dude's there. Oh, he went back anyways, though, thank God. So, okay, this part of the game is actually, that's one of the hardest parts of the run, but it looks so easy because you don't actually see what's happening behind me. But I'm escaping by like a fraction of a second because I have to hit the dude one more time than normal because I don't have a red Tearstone ring. And he gets up very fast. His weapon can hit you without even touching you. It's a spear, and he attacks like 20 times a second. And then you also can get stuck on an invisible boundary right around the corner too, so you have to be very, very quick on that. And that was the closest I've been to screwing it up, because he actually was stopping me from getting the bonfire from the other side of the wall. So that's very scary. Not impressed by that. Gotta be faster. But yeah, other than that though, probably nothing, dude. I think it's pretty good as is. Just the rev hang on first to second can be fixed with a stage one with the Cobb. That's what most people do. Or I think that's like the most initial thing that a lot of people think of if they have a problem with that. Do you like Cuphead, by the way? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing the Cuphead DLC when that comes out. I'm excited about that. Thoughts on Genshin Impact? I haven't seen it. I have to actually look at it. Your PB is one hit. What section? I got hit on the crypt. 2.0 or the 2.5 didn't have red hang. Oh, it's the one that has the EJ, so it's an STI, but it's the older motor or the older engine. So I don't know if the ones that have what is it, like FA20, the flat 4 or whatever. I don't know if that's comparable. I don't really know much about those ones as much. Yikes. Uh-oh. Yikeroos, man. Alright, let's go for Dragon Riders, no Brightbug. Because I can't. Does EJ25 has red hang? From first to second it does, yeah. A little bit. I mean, it's not something that's like insane, but like I could easily be fine without it, but if I was ever going to do anything, that would be it. So, and I have to get rid of my OFT anyways. So I could either sell it, make the money back, or I could just trade it directly and then get the other device, which is pretty much like a similar thing, but just for that. So it's a choice. I probably wouldn't do it anytime soon, but maybe in the future though. Depends. Probably great in the snow. Let's hope, man. If not, that's a problem. Then something's probably up then. Thought it was only the FA that has the rev hang. Maybe they both do. I don't know. There's definitely you can tell there's a bit of a delay more than anything else for that. Like where it's kind of like, ugh. Like the ratios also, I bet you could probably, I don't know, you might be able to like screw around with that. I have no idea. What year? It's a 17, Riggs. I really, really wanted an older one, but dude, honestly, like, it's kind of shitty when you look into that, because it's like, you're probably going to find something with high miles. It's going to be like roughly this. It's not going to be like that much cheaper because they hold their value really well. So. Also, because we had no Brightbug on this, I gotta do a 3 attack on the other guy. But yeah, I think that like a lot of people that like those, they like the older ones too. Okay, that's a 2-piece because he countered. Interesting. You have a Focus RS. Oh man, you definitely, well, you have the power to weight ratio on me. There you go. Those are really light. Yeah, the ST would definitely win 100%. Unless I did something. Maybe if I did like an intake and then a tune and then some other crazy shit. I don't know. But again, I'm not looking to do that right now. Even that, or I guess no, sorry, full exhaust header, intake, tune, and maybe better like slightly better tires. I don't know. Like even then though, I don't know. It's RS completely stock, no plans for more power. 350 is enough. Yeah, you already win straight off of that, and then like you're already lighter, so I don't see how that would be much of a competition there without something else happening. Sound really good with downpipes. Yeah, and the cops love it too, so I'm probably never going to do that. I think that's like one of the most popular things to be pulled over. RS is fun on the twisty roads. That's cool, man. My one buddy had one, but then he got rid of it. He got a truck, actually. But he said he might get a either like the newer WRX or like I guess it's called like the Vorg or whatever, Lavorg or something. I think he said he's gonna either look into that or something else. Because I think he misses his ST, and he also had a 14 WRX as well. So egotistic to annoy everyone around you. I don't think people do it to annoy people. It's more for performance because it actually reduces back pressure and increases your flow. So it's actually better for the machine. But it's the result of doing that that makes it loud. So some people just think it's like a flex. And there might be people that do it for the flex, but that's stupid in my opinion. It's more for, if I was going to do that, it would be for the performance. Just a totally other story, right? But yeah, if you did straight pipe on that, it would be ridiculous. I personally wouldn't. It wouldn't be livable unless you were like really tolerant, I think. Why not a GTI or R? What do you mean? Like, why not get one? I don't know. Mumford? Oh, he's okay. He's okay. I give him saltine crackers sometimes, and then he tells me stories about when he was in Nebraska. And there was this guy named Todd, and he thought it was Todd Howard, but it wasn't. And he called him the Todd God, and he looked at him funny. And then I awkwardly walk away very slowly, and he eats the crackers really fast and asks for more. But I don't have any more, so he gets angry, and then I just kind of pretend that the situation's not there. All right, so Covetous Ring +1. We're good. There we go. Delso, what's up? How's it going? The thing that makes that victory even better is because he was going for the overhead, and I hate the overhead attack. That's like my least favorite attack he does, so I'm so glad I stopped that before it happened. Oh, man. All right. We'll replenish the bright bugs. Let's see, if we did it now, we'd still want Guardian, Thronies, and the Chandra for the bright bugs, right? So I'll just do Demon of Song and Beltstat without any, and then I'll go get more before that part of the game. And then we won't have to wait here. This whole area before the boss and Looking Glass Knight is one of the best moments in DS2. I actually think it's a really cool area because it's like the only place that's raining, but at the same time it's stupid because why can't it be raining? But then like you walk and there's no rain like 10 feet beside that. So that's something that at the same time that's very weird, but it's really cool because I like when they do rain in games. It's interesting. Manix, Distortion 2's been doing all boss speedruns. I've seen a little bit of that. I was trying to check out some of his stream when he was going. I think it was before I started one of the days recently. And he was in the DLC and he was saving like 40, I think it was like 47 seconds or something like that. And it was a gold. Something crazy. It was in like that range. And I know for him on that run, that's a lot of time because that run's been done for years. It's a very, very refined run. So it's pretty insane. Lucky you don't need to deal with gem managing. Gem managing? You mean like Bloodborne? Or is that a different kind of game? Oh, wait, you're talking about infusions, right? Like the infusion stones in this. Get revenge on Karen. We need to try. Definitely need to make sure I do that part properly this time. I mean, if I have to think of the mistake and what I could do better, it's literally just a measurement of just being a little bit more behind the wall. But even then, I kind of proved that, like, if I tried to hit that NPC the way it got me, it wouldn't be possible. Like, there's just no way. Because the collision sticks out on the wall so far. It's like, that should also count for them. But clearly it didn't. It still wrapped the entire wall. So, I mean, obviously still my mistake, but very, very slight, though. Like, it's very hard to tell ahead of time that that was going to happen. Oh, life gems, my bad. Yeah, it's nice to not have to worry about the healing items as much. I could technically just take them off of the character, but I think I had them on in case I was going to make a mistake. I should probably just take it off. Keep it simple, just have the Homeward Bone, Firebomb, Brightbug Skull. Imagine that one arrow went way out there and then actually got the caster. That'd be amazing. If only we could do that. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm allergic to the amount of enemies that they put in this area. It's way too many. Can you be bad cop, Lucar? What's happening right now? Can't tell where this is. Oh, there we go. They kind of, so I actually realized if you wait long enough, like the water actually kind of changes, or like I guess their resting animation, either them like bobbing or whatever, or I guess like the way the water is moving, it kind of makes it easier to see. You have to wait a while. That far one. Another thing I want to know too is like the caster down there. I wonder if you actually could get it from here. That would be pretty big. It's just a little bit harder to actually line that up. Because if I do this, for example, you see? If I do this, you see? If I do this, you see? So... Oh, if I do that, you see? So it's like, where do we really actually go? Even that doesn't work. Even that? Okay, so again. Maybe we should have just done this. Would have been better. Another SL1 problem, because on SL1, it's harder to do that with the crossbow. The timing of it's pretty shitty. So, should have been the first way of doing it.
Happy birthday, beautiful. When are we getting more music/guitar content?
Pretty soon, Tim. Pretty soon, man. I'm working on multiple things at once right now. But soon. Thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back. I'm pretty excited about the new stuff. And also, I've started to try to figure out exactly what we can do that's like better for content with music, because I know that a lot of the stuff I do is not popular at all. It's very like very niche, to the point where like if I just played certain music, like it would obviously do way better in terms of views just because it's popular music. But trying to find a middle ground for that, where it's like, what's the most popular stuff I actually like, and what do people like to see on YouTube now with music these days when it comes to that. So I'll be doing some stuff that people have requested that also kind of falls in line with that. Caster's gone, so we're fine. It's the 2 Archdrake dudes. Nice. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm not happy with that. No, sir. No way. "99% memes to 1% music ratio is a good starting point." I don't mean like music content that's like for pure entertainment. I mean just for listening, like the types of you know, artists, songs, whatever. And there's a lot of stuff I want to do that is exactly that. So I'm gonna be trying to structure the next couple things to be a little bit more popular ideas for sure. And then the next thing after that might also fall in line. I don't know. We'll see. Because I love doing covers. That's always been something that I've really enjoyed, but can kind of play it a bit better where we're not doing stuff that's like super just out there, you know. Fortunately enough, a lot of the music I like, some of it nowadays actually is really popular, so that's good. Just depends on like what albums we're looking at, and, you know, how new the music is, whatever. And I also don't really time things on release, so like I want to start learning music when it comes out rather than like learning older stuff. It's another thing too. Okay. We're gonna do a heavy attack on this. Thoughts on synthwave? I like synthwave quite a bit. One of my favorite subgenres of electronic music. Big fan of Dance with the Dead, Daniel Deluxe, Mega Drive, all that. There's a reaching one right there, wow. rebounds. Not a fan. Good call. Good read, good read, good read. Okay. Ever check out Bloodborne song 1,000 Eyes Miracle of Sound? I haven't though. Do you want to send me a link to it? We're gonna do this part a little bit smarter this time. So we're not gonna get him to rotate. We'll just go for the initial headshot to speed up the damage. Is that boss optional? No, it's mandatory. Demon Song puts his arm around your girl. Demon Song actually is a girl, technically. It's a female. It says in the lore. Apparently. I would just call it an because it's kind of like a frog. With another thing inside. It's like Walnir got eaten by a frog and Walnir became soggy. And pruny. It's the best way I can put it. This is all bosses. This is any percent. Hi, Lord Frognir.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
Deaf Man, thank you very much for the brand new sub. I hope you enjoy your modes, man. Most definitely. So bad. Cringe. Probably not, Mumfleur. Probably not. Although High Lord Frognir, that's a whole nother story. Soggy Walnir puts arm around your girl. What would you do? Soggy Walnir? Well, I'd just be like,
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
I would probably I'd probably get a blow dryer or something like that. Just be like, you need to calm down and dry up, my friend. You're too soggy. Bobbledy, thank you for the prime sub. I hope you enjoy your motes. Welcome, man. Okay, so for here, same case. We're just gonna play it a little smarter. We're not gonna get him to rotate. I mean, I could try. It's a little difficult though. So yeah, we'll just do this. I'm not sure if it's the type of arrow. Maybe you need a regular one. I don't know. PB hit was somewhere in here. Yeah, it was in this area. So we'll see if we can get a new distance PB. Behelit, how's it going? How are you doing? You like the music? Dude, honestly, this music is amazing. This playlist is... I hate to say it, but part of it's actually... Part of it beats the other playlists we would normally use, other than the OSTs from soundtracks, which are by some of the best composers there are. So I can't really say that that's not good, but yeah, like this is very, really awesome. Like there's a piano collection I have within the other playlists, and I think some of the piano on this actually tops that. Where can you find it? !RF in chat. We'll link you to it. We need a name for the door guy too. We should definitely. I think he should be called David. David with an E on the end. David. David, the door guy. Or we could call him Tower Knight Jr. That's also it's probably an insult in Souls terms though. Sanchez. David is pretty cool though. I don't think I've ever came up with a name as fancy as that. There was like one other fancy name, but I can't even remember. That's like the newest fancy name. Norman the Doorman. Norman is more of a like kind of a name that it'd be a doorman that's nice. That doorman's like, hey, I'm gonna literally like take the doors and use them as weapons. Dave the Doorman. I thought of that too. That's low effort though. All right. Let's try this. At least for someone that's literally holding like doors as weapons, it's got to be something special. That's how it's pronounced in Hebrew, really. Why not Constantine? Dornald? We got Papa Smurf with no dialogue. He's like, hey, I have dark arrows. And I'm like, yo, that's cool. I'll take some. He's like, farewell. He calls us a human, though, implying that Smurfs aren't humans, which actually makes him look like he doesn't want to be integrated as a Smurf, which means Smurfs still want to have some sort of superiority over humans, and it makes me a little bit angry. What about you guys? Ever played God of War 3 Remastered? I haven't played the remaster, but I played the original one. Okay, so we don't have a bright bug for this either. It's all good. Just gonna have to two-hand offhand for the door. The second one can be Norman the Doorman. How about that? Or no, well, there's two of them, so I guess... Is it that David moves and then ends up showing up again? They cast him twice in the story.
From its vessel.
Advise, thank you very much for the brand new sub. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy your remotes, man. Oh, we have exactly 1 homeward bone left too. It's perfect. Wow. Awesome. You remember Velstack giving you so much trouble in your first playthrough? He actually is a really cool boss. It's one of my favorite ones. Especially the whole thing where you like put his helmet on for Fume Knight. That's a really funny detail actually. That's one of my favorite things in the game. All right, so Guardian. I'm gonna go back and level a little bit. We'll get the bright bugs too. Started DS3, he was going well. 2-shot in most bosses till you got to Abyss Watchers. Bashed your head on it for an hour and then called it a night. I think that's the first difficulty spike in the game technically, so I wouldn't blame you for that. Oh, the playlist stopped. Wait a second. What happened? No, did we run out of music? There we go. What happened there? Everything in this game is a bit clunky. It's definitely a clunky game, yeah. I will say that. It's kind of the... I think some of the difficulty is actually playing the game, not the design of certain things. These 2 bosses feel stiff compared to the other games, probably, or some of them. Maybe some of the newer ones. Maybe nothing. Maybe not a lot before that, but all right. Now we gotta go this way. I'm gonna like, save the lightning arrows. Actually, I can't remember what that's better for. I can't remember if it's the dude on the stairs or. I think for particularly thrown Watcher, the lightning arrows are better. So if I can manage in the fight, maybe I could switch mid-fight back to lightning. Who's Guardian? Guardian is the dragon that's in Aldia's Keep. Just didn't really have enough room to write both, so I just wrote Guardian. What do you... The first difficult boss is Idex. I am not sure what you're asking me, Mokana. You might have to retype that. I think that's a typo or something. or I can't read. I don't know. One of the two. I could guess what you're trying to say if you want me to. Oh, sorry, wait. So the big typo? No worries. Is this the run? I don't know. The pig or whatever that is hit you. There's a pig in this game. Like Majula pigs, like the little ones, the piglets. Gundyr is the first difficulty spike. Oh, for the game, yeah. Guess you could say that if you wanted to. Yeah, Abyss Watchers definitely is the first like major one for me. I think Roll Tendency will be new in Demon Souls. Like, you like the idea of it? Or do I think it will be in the new one? Sorry. I think it probably will be, yeah. I don't know if they're gonna change or remove that system completely. That'd be really surprising. Guardian Ape. Oh man, imagine I go in here as Guardian Ape, but I have DS2 mechanics. That's a situation. just wanted that. That would have been nice. Whoa, that was a little glitchy. Excuse me. That's a little too much for me. Right there. Excuse me. He just appeared, like he just like materialized as like a different stance there. I should have played off of that. That would have been better. It's a little bit of a mistake there. This dead angle's pretty aggressive too. Damn. Nice. Bright bug to the rescue. That's a really shitty phase 1. Or, not phase 1. Start of the fight. Lultic? What is up? How have you been? I've been doing pretty good, man. How are you? You've never just materialized? I can't recall a time where I was like looking left and then I just appeared looking the other direction and in a different spot. I can't say I've had that. Must be some sort of time warp thing, you know? Time travel, for sure. Guardian Dragon's had all this time to practice time travel while I've been stuck on Freya. Go home, Guardian Wyvern, you're drunk. Yeah, Guardian Dragon thinks it's actually a dragon, but it's not. It's a wyvern. So it's like we should have a meme of what it thinks is happening. It's like it just has arms all of a sudden, but then in reality it has no arms. It's just wings. Have I heard of DS3 dogs? I have. Yikes. Combat sports. I did jiu-jitsu for a bit, and then I did boxing for a little bit as well. But the boxing was more of a trial. It wasn't like I didn't stick with it for super long because I only had about a month of it. Jiu-jitsu I did for years. Crushing his dreams of being a dragon. What do you make for dinner, Odie Wizard? I don't know. Would I ever play the Pokemon DS3 mod? Pokemon DS3 mod? Yes. Sorry, I read that and I had to think longer because I called it Pokesouls or whatever, or something like that, or Pocket Souls mod. I think that's what the actual name of it is. So I got confused for a second. My brain's like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, Odie Wizard, that's my favorite meal. I don't know is like the best thing. Especially when you have it right next to a glass of, I can't decide. Oh my god. Refreshing. And again, the playlist stopped. What's going on with that? I'm gonna have to rearrange it again then. I think it actually ended, like we exhausted the playlist, so give me a moment. And then we'll refresh the whole thing. You learn intro into materialization in high school nowadays? Oh, I missed out on all the cool stuff. It gave you a sensible check. If you're laughing at that, then you've been here too long. Then there's a problem. All right, really quickly, let's get the playlist going. I'm gonna play Blood Orange. We'll sort by A to Z, and then I'll do this one. There you go. Because believe it or not, there's no shuffle button on that playlist, and there's no way to go back on songs either. It's a very weird player that it has on the webpage. Could always trade the Bright Bug on the Chandra for the Dragon Dude here too, but I think we're fine for that because I practiced it a lot without it. I used to think that I needed a Bright Bug for that. I don't know why though. I think it was because I didn't understand that he actually, like everyone that's around here, all the Covenant, they still honor the duel that you have until like you get to the bridge all the way back here. And I was assuming as soon as you go through this door, they'll actually try to get you or whatever, so. Is bruschetta just Italian salsa? Yes. And bread is just Italian tortilla chips. It's 100% true. I'm glad you realized this. This guy's like, I have the moves. You cannot win. This is my staircase. I am slow walking, but then I forgot that I had the moves, so why didn't I use them? Oh no, a doorway, my biggest nightmare. Help. How do I enter? The game did not teach me. I must chase, but it's so hard to make it through a hallway. Help. No. Poison. Ha, I was tricking you. It was actually me that was fooling you. Ha. Oh no, a door. Ha, I can turn doors. You still believe me. There we go. Yes. You're an Italian tortilla chip, Lucar? I can believe that. You definitely give off that vibe for sure. Midir is the best dragon in all Souls and one of the best bosses. Best dragon, yes. Well, I mean, I think like for the design and the backstory, yes. Calamite is a better fight though. I still say that. And we're gonna have to use the feather on this part. Forgot that we had that. Dubstep dragon, give me the sound of wubs to help me win. Ashen Mist Heart, nice. Don't think Calamite can beat Midir's second phase wombo combo. But Calamite is harder to play even with practice, in my opinion, like over time. That's my personal opinion. I don't know, I think Midir can be like way easier once you learn it. Alright, Giant Lord. Going to Cardinal Tower. I actually just realized when we came down here the last run, I think I actually used the rapier for these dudes. I don't know why I would do that. That doesn't make any sense. We have dark arrows. I mean, the one right here, sure, that's fine. Or not. I thought, but it wasn't true. Had to bail for a phone call. Still hitless on this run though. So proud, Sean. Actually, it's called a damageless run. You're incorrect. I hope your phone call was good. I had to do the actually though there, because technically it's environmentally hitless as well. So, and all the other things you could have. Okay, Stone Ring on Giants maybe for fun. Wait up here. pick up the aesthetic as well. I don't know if that has something to do with it, or how early we get over here. Could be. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it was actually just, I was off by a little bit with where I was standing. But we still have the one giant though, which is okay. So then we'll head back this way. Whew. Alright, that's that. That was actually a really good way of doing the giants. Like, so I'm glad that I fixed that. Just for like the future if we need to do it again. That'd be really good. Because I couldn't figure out, I was like, why is the statue's head not getting hit by the catapult? It's literally just a difference of like a few feet. Just being forward a little bit more. It's really stupid. I don't understand how that's even possible, but. 0 damage is brutal as it sounds, including 0 fall damage. I'd say it's 1.5 times harder than Hitless. Takes longer, less damage that you deal to enemies, and you have to do some stuff differently, but other than that. This one isn't the hardest damage run. The hardest one would probably be DS1. Because Duke's Skip makes it, like, I'd say like 1.75 times harder. Not twice as hard necessarily, but you have 50% damage reduction instead of 20. And then you have to do a skip that's a speedrun skip that basically if you just screwed up by a little bit, the whole run's over. It's very delicate, very precise. So that's probably the hardest one of the 3 of them. In contrast to Hitless, at least. But it's quicker than this by quite a bit too, though. So, I mean, you could do it in under 2 hours if you wanted to. Okay, Dex 45. And we'll do 45 strength. Or just more bow damage, actually. 50. 41. Hardest run I've ever done. SL1 Trilogy Hitless. It's the hardest run I've done. Zero damage equals no hit. No hit is no attacks or staggers from enemies. 0 damage is no reduction of the health bar from any source. And then you also can't use items that give you a boost when having lower health either, which is like quite a big deal in these games for PvE. You're trying to do like good runs and all that. You want red tier stone ring usually, especially in TS1. It's like really, really good. It's the best item in that game. Found the trilogy harder than damageless all bosses DS1. How come? SL1 Trilogy? Hitless? I mean, it kind of just speaks for itself. I guess like the only way to understand that, you'd have to play those runs to understand if you don't get it by watching it already. I wasn't saying regular trilogy hit list. Regular trilogy hit list still probably harder than the damage list DS1, but like with all content, but they're pretty close in comparison because that one was pretty rough too. But SL1 trilogy, that's brutal, man. You barely any iframes for this game in comparison to having a leveled character. You have to use the crossbow, which is extremely scuffed. And that alone already makes it really hard, but then you also have to do 2 other games perfectly back to back as well. And I also did it in one sitting, and it was the fastest one ever completed too, so a lot of extra stuff going on there. All right, let's go for still. We'll put on Silver Serpent just so I don't have anything weird happen. And Bright Bug, and then we'll buff after if we need to. So I need to remember to use poison on the intro for this. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can change the arrows quickly enough here. Oh, I couldn't, damn it. Might be able to at the beginning. We'll have to switch the poisons for dark. Took the buff off. That's okay though.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Me and my husband watch you on YouTube mainly and have always loved your content. We've watched you so much that we leave your videos on when we leave the house because our dogs recognize your voice. Keep up the good work, Squill.
That's it. We did it. Yes, man, that's awesome. Fuck. Whew. I will say that was a scary Throne Watcher and Defender, man. And Nishandra, every time we fought her on this run, she put the orbs outside the wall, so that's the first time we've actually had like a legit attack with the orbs after the initial one. My hands are really sweaty right now. Oh boy. My eyeballs are kind of like dusty too, jeez. Fuck, man. All right. GG, dude. All right. All right, you know what? We're gonna quickly just get this, and then I really want to see the playtime. I'm very curious, but it's gonna take a while for the credits to roll. So I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna skip the cutscene just so we can get the credits over with really quickly. Wait a second. Who was that? Kira, dude, what are you doing? Kira with the 25 gifted subs, man. Holy shit. Wait a second. I'm gonna read each one. We're gonna go to that degree. We're gonna read everything.
So the world might be mended.
Thank you guys for being here for
All
that. That was
bosses
really
now?
cool, man. And anybody that stayed from Lobos' raid too, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's actually really awesome that you were able to be here for that. My brain started to get really, really like sloppy though. Like I couldn't even understand. Like I was reading things in chat, and I think it was just probably the adrenaline maybe or something. I don't know. Maybe I was just so in the zone. I was kind of afraid if we went too much longer, I probably would like forget something in the run or whatever. Kira, thank you for the 25 good subs. To Clone of Blade, Marcy, Papa Bread,
Squilla.
Zypher.
GG, you are the best.
That's a 2-month resub for Zypher, so welcome back. Johnny, Maxim, Adrian, a 3-month resub for Adrian.
GG.
Apparently, Lamore got gifted a 53-month resub. Welcome back, Lamore.
Let strength be granted
Sweet Prince,
so the world might be mended.
Sarah Theory,
So the world might be
Funk
mended.
Dubiest,
Squill.
Lil Big Stuff with the 2 months as well. Anima, Rhetoric,
Let strength
Ron
be
Steri,
granted so the world might be
DPU
mended.
Chem,
So the world might be
Flavortown
mended.
Jr., that's a great name.
Who's
Spaniard.
Who?
N7 Operative, Sir Ghost, Isamau,
Let strength
Strange
be
Ranger,
granted so the world might
and
be
Glasswork
mended.
as well. Hope you guys enjoy your gifted subs
So
from
the
Kira.
world might be mended.
Doomsday Zach, thank you for the brand new sub.
Squill memes, Quill.
Devoy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Manchel, Simmy, Stian, Arcana Capra, and Jonash as well. Please say thank you to Divioy if you guys got gifted a sub. Also, Deafman, thank you for the 100 bits, man. Also, whoever was saying, wait a second, before that even happened, someone was saying something really nice. And I heard it, but it's not on the alerts though. And I can't see it because chat's like broken now. It's just too much GGing. It's like too many pages. Granny Slimer. Thank you for the GG, Granny. I appreciate that. Thank you for the tip as well. Whiskey Jack, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Crackers, Wild Jackhammer, Milk Carton Rejects, Flexbus Finley, and WCP as well. And Riggs, thank you for gifting Tamriel Balerin a 9-month resub. Welcome back, Tamriel. Oh boy. Oh, it was Sierra Cinema. Me and my husband watch you on YouTube mainly and have always loved your content. We watch you so much that we leave your videos on when we leave the house because the dog recognizes your voice. Keep up the good work. That's amazing. That is like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Thank you very much, Sierra. I appreciate that. And I hope that the stuff we do in the future is also exciting too for you and your dog. My God. Someone said that they love your content. Yeah, that's like insane. Oh man, the dog even? Bark Souls? I don't even know what to say, man. That was a scary run at the end, man. I played it really well, but
Now do it again, but backwards, Squill Smug.
Thronewatcher and Defender, sometimes like they can conceal attacks really, really well, and then there's a third attack that comes out from Throne Watcher that I couldn't see. It was like off camera a couple times, but I have to just kind of like time the sound of it, or the sound of the thing before, and then just kind of like anticipate it. So hopefully there was no close calls in that. But that was pretty scary. Oh man. Default Devers, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well, man. You want to know something interesting about this run too, guys? I made save states for it, and I didn't practice the save states one time, other than when we made them. That's it. So that was kind of like a hidden goal of mine. I was like, can we do a run where I don't practice any save states because it's short enough, where it's not too much stuff to go over, and I could just like get so, dialed into it that like we don't have too many redundancies or anything. So I think we fixed a lot of the problems almost immediately. There's a lot of stupid resets too, but it was amazing. I need to calm down. What's the next run? So tomorrow we're gonna be probably checking out that mod for DS3. Either that or we'll do Hollow Knight tomorrow, because I wanted to do Hollow Knight on Saturday. So it's either a vote between that or the Pocket Souls mod. And then if we don't do that on Friday, then we'll do that on Sunday, and then we'll continue it into Monday, because it'll probably take a couple days to complete. How many days did I spend on this? It wasn't a crazy amount, but it was definitely, I want to say like weeks, a couple weeks maybe a little bit less or something like that. Thanks for streaming this. You were so excited for Damageless DS2 and the run didn't disappoint. I'm glad you got to actually be here for when it happened too. Will this be on YouTube? It will be, yeah. I just wanted to wait and see what the in-game time is, so I'm just gonna give myself a moment to check that, and then we will be out of here. Am I gonna play Crash 4? I never plan to play Crash 4. What's next? So tomorrow will either be Hollow Knight, or we will be doing some of the DS3 mod for Pokemon or whatever. It's like Pocket Souls or whatever. Looks really funny. And then there's a lot of other stuff we'll be doing too, but I probably should take the opportunity to just get a head start on Hollow Knight. And then the next bigger thing we'll be starting next week. After Hollow Knight's done. What about DS2 all bosses no hit? That'll be in the future if I do decide to do it, but I'm not really looking to do that right now though. So, but now at least if we do decide to do it, I know that I got a decent portion of it down where we might be able to even reroute the all bosses to kind of be even faster than, I guess, all the runs with magic, maybe. I don't know. I think you really do need the magic for a lot of the other stuff, but it'd be cool to figure that out with minimal magic, because the way I was going to do it before was going to be maximum magic. What am I doing in Hollow Knight? It's a first playthrough, so I haven't finished it up yet. I've gotten probably about 20 hours in it or so. Important question for off stream when I'm available? Sure, no worries. You know what? We're gonna Alt F4 on this, and we'll reload the game. I should have just done that right away. I'm sorry. We'll open it back up. Obviously, I'll show you the ring that we got deathless, so you can see I didn't like cheat or something like that. Like, so it's like legit. There was no splicing or shenanigans or whatever, even though that would be impossible live. But let me open it back up. Watch it like be in the same area still. We have to like go and do that again. Imagine. I mean, that doesn't matter at all. We still did the run, but I want to see what the in-game time is. 2:39, dude. Look at that. And I played slow at the end too. That's amazing. So we actually started this off. The first PB we got was 3 hours and 35 minutes or something like that. So we've almost taken an hour off. Yeah, so we have to do that again then. Damn it. All right, I'll let that go. And then I guess that's pretty much it. I guess I can take a picture of the ring if you want or something like that, but I definitely have to go now though. I didn't think it was gonna make us do the cutscene again, but now we know. I don't think we can skip the cutscene still, or the credits still. Nope. So DS2 it can be beaten damageless, but you can't beat the credits apparently. All right, anyways guys, we're gonna find some of the hosts, and I will see you guys tomorrow then. Give me a second. Let's see who's live right now. Rip GG run credits, yeah. I'll take a picture of the ring
That Asher is
to post the celebration stuff for that. Who could we raid? All right. I am going to host Gino. He's doing this run. He's doing a hitless run, all content right now. He's doing a very, very fast version of it, so I'm gonna give him a host. He's really awesome. We think he's an alien still. I originally thought robot, made by Intel, with advanced computing technology in the brain, but we're pretty sure he's an alien now, because he definitely is organic, because we can see him. Unless he's got really good synthetics on him, but you need to follow him though. And if you want to know when I'm live, here's the Twitter, and here's the YouTube if you want to see that run or anything else that is like that. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Let's go to Gino's stream. Thank you so much again, by the way. It's been awesome.